New ETF alert.
We're both thinking the same thing, but just expressed it in different ways. At InvestFest, I talked about EUV.
I saw you.
So I like it. If we get back down to $21.39, I like that for entry. But I definitely agree. Some of the companies are so phenomenal. They are pricey though. So if you want a cheaper way to do so, I think for those of you who are asking, hey, I need two more or one more to invest in, you can't go wrong with LYTE or my selection in EUV. So great minds think alike.
EUV is
the 500 people missed out on Photonics.
They ain't here. It's all right. They're gonna be like, yo, they're gonna wait till they see it on Instagram.
Yeah, gotcha.
New ETF alert. I want y'all to write this down, put this in your notes. I feel like we're about to have another moment. And if you've been watching ETFs, it's interesting. I was listening to Josh Brown. They were talking about ETFs. And the amount of ETFs that have come online in the past 6 years.
That's insane.
I had no idea, right? So I think in 2021, there were 206 ETFs in existence. Last year alone, 960 were created. And this year, they said that they're going to pass that number. So you're talking about over 2,000 ETFs in the past 3 years, which tells me index funds and mutual funds, that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough because these more products are being created. But the new ETF that I'm looking at, and it's something that just came online on August 6th, goes back into the story where we were talking about this AI infrastructure space and the idea of how information and data is going to travel. And
you picking my baby?
Am I? I don't know. We're talking about photonics. And so photonics really just means how data is using light to transfer data, which makes it a lot faster, more efficient. And that is where it's headed in terms of data transfer inside of the actual data centers. So if you look at Nvidia, their partnership with GLW, Apple's partnership with GLW, which is Corning for those not in the know. If you watch what Nvidia has invested in terms of Coherent, in terms of Lumentum, those companies are leading. Now, we saw a correction in that space. So like under the story of memory being corrected, we saw the photonic space be corrected. And now, quietly is kept. We've watched them rebound. Now, nobody's talking about it. But if you look at what Lumentum's done, the ticker is LITE. LITE is the ticker. It's rebounded here, right? We're going to retest 1,000 very shortly. Coherent, I just told you about how it reported and how time, if you were trying to get these dailies or you're trying to get the weeklies, it didn't work in your favor. Coherent closed at 351. It's going to test its new all-time highs. And so some of people looking like, hey, I missed the boat. These stocks are pretty high. Well, they just created a photonics ETF, right? Write this ticker down, LYTE, LYTE. Why is that important? For the same reason when I was telling you about DRAM, when you said Sanders has run, we can't afford it from an individual standpoint. And Micron has run, and we can't invest in it from an individual standpoint. This now gives you an allocation to a space that is going to lead. It is necessary inside of the AI infrastructure, specifically the data center space, to how information will be transferred. Number one, more efficient. Number one, faster. Number two, faster.
Yeah, way faster.
If you're looking to have exposure to the photonic space, because to invest, there's so many companies, Troy, and number one, I look at, hey, what is Nvidia invested in? What's in the fund? Who are they spending with? Right? If you look at that sometimes they have that pie chart of the companies they're investing in. Look at them. Synopsys, Cadence. We've spoken about that in detail. Coherent, Lumentum, even SpaceX now. There's a reason why. Now, you could say circular economy, but they are protecting their interests and they're becoming the central bank. So they're loaning out the money and they're loaning out the product and they're getting return on investment. This is a sector, subsector really, that we need to make sure that we're involved in. If you feel like, hey, I got so many individual equities, I don't know if I want to pay $900 for LITE. I understand the story, but there are other opportunities. This will be an opportunity, just like when we talked about GEV in terms of energy, and we talked about Caterpillar. This will be a sector, and this is an ETF that you should have on your watch list, and potentially, maybe make a call on LYTE. Don't say you heard it anywhere else. You heard it here. It just opened last week. Yeah. All right, but make sure you put it on your watch list.
Remember, there's 10 slots that's been open for the Red Panda 3-year deal. 3-year access to Red Panda for the price of one. You get the stocks at the price to buy it. You get 1-year access to Sniper, which is the future trading setup. You get the 10 stocks to invest in now, the monthly calls, community, the whole Red Panda rebellion, Red Panda millionaires, Red Panda army.
For sure.
The whole gang. So it was 25 slots due to popular demand. We opened up 10 more slots. So first come, first serve, go to ianinvest.com. Let's answer some questions from the audience if we can before we head out.
I saw just a good one. Somebody just asked, outside of Lilly, what would be another solid healthcare company that we would look at? I think that's a good one.
That's a great question. Stock Club, I won't give ours away. Outside of Lilly, for the public, there isn't one that I'm personally invested in. So, like I know Hims is cheap and affordable. That's a pharma adjacent, but the pricing structure isn't well. I wouldn't buy that unless it got back down to $9 or $10. So no there, Novo, no Johnson & Johnson, even though the equity has gone up, just the history with cancer causing agents in products, that's a no. Moderna, no. So Lilly's the only one I can currently recommend.
Okay. Somebody asked, this is a good one as well. I thought that, oh, wait, Mike just put up one. It says, if I have $6K to deploy in the market, how should I divide that up between 2 tech, 2 index?
The same way you do the sandwich at lunchtime in fours, like a little.
That's easy. Yeah, man. Divide the capital, put it in.
About 4.
Yeah, put them in.
Oh, somebody said Striker. Yep, Carlos. Carlos, you're back. Mi amigo. Thank you, my boy. Striker.
That's crazy. Yo, I had Striker on my phone. Shotty is my witness.
Striker.
I was like, yo, is he not going to say Striker?
I was thinking Pharma, but I'm tired. Forgive me. Yeah.
So somebody asked, and they said, Troy, what's the difference between FOTO and LITE? This is important. I should have said.
Let me run to the back real quick. I'm going to be real. Hold on.
Yeah, go. So when we look at ETFs now, a bunch of them have been created. We can see that. Mike, go full screen for us real quick.
Bathroom break. That's a first. Bladder control.
All right. So it's important to see who is originating the ETF. And so there are some really strong ones. Obviously, when we talk about SMH, we're talking about Van Eck, and that's a strong, reputable, been here for years. When we're talking about XLK, we're talking about State Street and Spider, and we know that. Investco from QQQ. Those are strong, legitimate, been here financial institutions. We know that. When you're looking at who has been hot this year, I would argue Roundhill is probably the number one. Outside of the staples that I just mentioned, Roundhill's who originated the DRAM ETF, which was probably one of the most dynamic ETFs in the history of the market. It was the fastest to raise $1 billion, just ridiculous numbers. So now Roundhill is who was actually put out LITE, LYTE, not LITE. That would be the individual company. FOTO is by Tuttle, which is, again, reputable, not as known, not as popular. So here's what happens in the space. They might have been the first to come to the market with an ETF that is specifically for photonics. The problem is when an established company like Roundhill comes in, you know what happens to the value of this one? They leave because they watch what they did with DRAM already, and they're like, oh, that's where the volume should go. And so pay attention to that. Who's originated? Direction is another one that's solid. Look at who's originating the ETFs. Look at the volume that goes with that, and that should help you make a decision. Also inside of the allocations, if you look, I think Lumentum is like 14%, and Coherent is like 13%, and it's a little bit less in FOTO. I just looked at it. It was like 6% and 4%. So take that into account as well.
All right. Oh, man. What a day. What a journey. What a life.
You see the shirt, right? Shout out to Lauryn Hill, man. It could all be so simple. It could all be so simple.
Shout out to EYL Africa. Follow EYL Africa
Please
page.
do.
We got some content. We putting up content. We got more content coming on the continent. Oh man. What do you think about the new Invesco ETFs?
The new ones? I mean, that's a broad question. Which one?
Give a specific one.
Yeah, what specific one are you talking about? Like I said, there's 1,000 ETFs that are going to be generated this year.
Ian's back.
Mike, go back. He's back. There's 1,000 being generated this year. To say which one, I mean, pick a sector. Which one are you talking about?
Okay. Well,
yeah, and I'll say this too. With so many ETFs being listed outside of Invesco and BlackRock, Vanguard, all of them are not for your benefit. Having too many choices is going to lead to financial decay and decay in your personal life. Yeah. Rock with the ones that have been working. Like, trust me, like, I can't tell too much inside ball, but this is going to continue to grow. And the scary part is they want the ETF market to catch up with the number of publicly traded stocks that are available. That's because there's not enough great companies to go public. Be very careful.
Here's the other part. The volume thing is something you should watch, right? Like if Vanguard puts out one, if Roundhill puts, if Invesco puts out one. The other part is that if some of these other ones don't get volume, you know what happens to that ETF? They close it.
Finito.
It's over. It's not like, oh, it's got delist. No, it's closed and shut down. So you just gotta be mindful of those things.
That's a fact, man. It's been a hell of a show.
Rashad, you did an amazing job, my brother.
I appreciate it, man. Shout out to everybody that tapped in. Wednesday, it's gonna be a crazy blackout. We got 19 Keys and Van Lathan on Wednesday. And we got Serena Williams on Thursday at 12 o'clock. Serena Williams on Thursday at 12 o'clock. So this week is a crazy week. Go to ianinvest.com if you want to join Stock Club for 3 years, 10 slots, first come, first serve. All-time high for this year. 2026 high for this year. Today, we broke that 8,500 people on the viewership.
Amazing. Thank you to the 500 who left too. I love you. Thank you for your viewership and support. Love you guys.
Oh, man.
InvestFest presentation, my presentation, my slides will be in Stock Club this Saturday, call this Friday, look in Telegram, and thank you for the support or hate. Either way it comes. I appreciate you all.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, if you want to watch my public address, you could rewatch this. It was like 30 minutes into the episode. So
you clipping it? You gonna clip your own content?
I know the Clippers ain't gonna clip it. They're not gonna clip that, but I don't know. I felt like I said, I wanted to just talk to Market Mondays. I'm not even really concerned about social media. Half the people on social media, they never really took the time to watch Market Mondays anyway. So if I lost you, I never had you. But I really appreciate Market Mondays so much. I appreciate everybody that watches. Thank you so much. If you guys want us to do Invest Fest next year, let us know. We can do it. If not, then
let's wrap it up.
It's been a hell of a run, man. Like, 6 years.
Sometimes if people don't fully appreciate it, Red Panda will tell like one person, "Oh, yo, you canceled the call." I'm like, "Yo, I'm with my kid. He needed me real quick, but let's go to once a month." Sometimes people don't fully appreciate what you bring to the table unless you take it away.
Yeah. But shout out to y'all. Shout out to
gotta leave on top sometimes, like Mayweather.
Shout out to this community. Number one, obviously tapping in, but growing with us.
It ain't sassy, it's real, yo.
Yeah, no, I'm saying they growing with us, but number one, they coming back because they've executed on information. If they didn't execute on information, they wouldn't come back.
No, motherfucker. Next week, 45-minute show.
No.
I said this earlier, right? Either they can win with us or they can watch us win. So it's a choice. Everybody got a decision to make: win with us or watch us win. That's it.
And shout out to Indiana. Shout out to Gary, Indiana, East Chicago.
Yeah.
Naptown.
Yeah.
Kokomo, Terre Haute. All of them. On God.
South Bend.
And for the select few who may not like me, I won. I won. Me, Kenny Lofton, Etwan,
Kenny Lofton, that's a legend.
Glenn Robinson.
Legend. Can we get Kenny Lofton in the Hall of Fame, please?
ASAP. He should have been in there. Come on. 219.
And man, if worse comes to worse, if you don't like me, there's always Troy in. That's a good thing about partnership, you know.
Shit, I've been doing. You know, like when women check out the relationship early.
Oh man,
Let the hate get loud. Wrap it up. Red
I'll tell you this
Panda
before we leave, man. It's been a hell of a ride, man.
only.
And who would have thought, honestly? Like I said this a few people 10 years ago. If I would have told you the number one trending topics for 4 weeks straight would be a business investing conference and a platform that talks about stocks, credit, real estate, and finances, and that would be the number one trending topic for 4 weeks in Black culture. And it would be bigger than sports and it would be bigger than entertainment. You would look at me like I was crazy.
For real.
So sometimes you just got to count your blessings. It's a blessing to even be in this position. I mean, it's what we asked for. And it's come true. And it's really kind of amazing if you really think about it. The subject that's been the hardest to actually permeate and the hardest to actually make people gravitate towards has become so entertaining and so much part of popular culture that it goes viral every other day, and we're on your timeline every other day, good, bad, or indifferent. 30,000 people come to Invest Fest, 8,500 people on this live. Man, who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Black people love you.
I'm rooting for everyone black.
Even if you don't root for me, I'll support you. Yeah.
Y'all be good,
Hammond,
man.
Indiana, love. Elkhart, Indiana. South Bend.
Shout out to Jackson, Mississippi, man.
Shout out to Zebo.
Mike, fade to black on us, man.